Carnival. Chat about Carnival. What can I say about Carnival? Yeah, obviously I attended. You know, Carnival's Carnival, man. You get what you get. Yeah, it was a. On the whole, from what I could see, it was a chilled vibe. Obviously, there was a lot of people there, so you can't see everything. Like any event, there's gonna be clashes. You know, football, sports, concerts, anywhere where you get lots of people, there's gonna be a fight. You know, there's gonna be a couple people don't like each other, bit of argy-bargy. But I don't know if it's anything out of the ordinary for like large gatherings. And I think considering that there was about 2 million people, they say, I think that, yeah, most people were well behaved. Do you know what I mean? And the vibe was decent. It's funny though, yeah, because I'm seeing that a lot of, what do you want to call them, far right speakers, they keep highlighting the activities that go on in Carnival. And do you know what? For a minute, maybe I was slightly swept up or not really paying attention, but then it dawned on me, yeah? So what I decided to do is I'm going to make a compilation of activities that go on in the holiday islands, yeah?
To put the spin on it, if that was a male doing what she done, I don't think the video would have got as much attention, because a male would be classed as a legend, and that's just the sorry state how it is.
Ibiza, Napa, Magaluf, Benidorm, Cos, Zante, all these places, right? I'm going to make a compilation and I'm going to label it as Notting Hill, because what I realize is anything that you see that goes on in Notting Hill Carnival goes on when the English travel abroad and go to any holiday destination where there's music and partying. So basically their version of a festival, right? And it's a madness. People throwing up, wild act music. Now we can frame it as being like Sodom and Gomorrah compared to how everyone else is. And I just think that ain't really fair. It's not fair. And it's like kind of hypocritical. Because when your youngsters go abroad and go out and link up, they're on a mad thing. And when the high street and the town centre was popping as a place to go on the weekend, every weekend it was fights. Every weekend it's fights. Go up Essex, every weekend it's fights and screaming and madness going on. So, I don't know, man. I think Notting Hill Carnival is an easy target. Secondly, 2 years ago I did a live podcast, Speakonomics live podcast, and I held it in Ladbroke Grove. And one of the subjects was about the Caribbean community being or expressing, some members of the Caribbean community expressing unhappiness about there being any music other than soca or calypso, well, soca played on the processions, on the floats, so to speak, right?
Should Carnival be for all black people or specifically Caribbean focused? Tell me something now.
No, Carnival's being hijacked. There's...
Talk the things!
Nah, like, what was Carnival originally meant for? And why are we getting ourselves so far away from it? To be honest, personally, I don't mind, but if we're gonna be real, like, I'm hearing acid house, I'm hearing all types of things, and then, what's it, Afro beats and stuff now? I'm like, what's that to do with the Caribbean? Now, can you not have your own carnival? Why?
Can I interject?
People have to run my business.
I feel like there's a very much a anti-African underlying thing that is actually people's issues, and they're not being honest.
Real, they're not being
real.
honest.
Because the thing is, even before Afrobeats really kind of took off, look how many house sections there were in Carnival.
100%.
No one complained.
Yeah.
No one complained.
No one complained.
Nobody complained.
Garage,
No
all
one
of it.
complained.
Jungle,
And it's
drum and
like,
bass. Yeah. No one complained.
Right.
Salsa, no one complained.
The
minute
Pioneers like Caribbean.
there's an piano sound, everybody's complaining about it. It's mad.
And you know me, I was doing my journalistic or my host duties of keeping it like kind of active. It was a bit of a lull. So I must have said to them, right, you know, soca's rubbish.
Listen, like I agree, like the floats should just be soca and calypso all the way, and then the side streets, everyone joining Afrobeats, all of that. Leave the floats alone, man. Leave the calypso and the soca.
Like, I'm saying, yeah, obviously, if it was just calypso and soca, it'd be boring because
People would
soca's
be
rubbish.
tired.
Soca is so rubbish. Yeah, sorry, like, cover your ears if you love soca. It's so rubbish. I personally would not be attending Carnival if it was just soca and calypso, and I think half the Caribbeans wouldn't either.
If Carnival is supposed to be about soca and calypso, there should be any dancehall then.
Listen,
So can we really decide what we're saying? And this is what I'm going to say. I just feel like there's a very anti-African movement going on with regards to it. I'm just saying it straight.
listen, from
Personally, I don't really fuck with soca. Like, you get me? I don't fuck with soca. It's just not my music. I just don't like it. Do you know what I mean? But I was like kind of, you know, being cheeky and trying to get a reaction from the crowd so that they can, you know, put their hands up and comment whatever. That clip's been used a couple times and it's gone viral a couple times. And I get a lot of like, rah, this guy's mad rude, rare. How could he say soca's rubbish? Don't come Carnival. And I feel like just because you don't like a certain genre of music and you feel free to express it, doesn't mean that you have a disdain or dislike for other people's culture or way of life or what their carnival represents. I just want to make that clear on record. Do you know what I mean? Like, even though I don't like soca, I'm not against people that do like soca. I don't like Afrobeats, I'm not against people that do like Afrobeats. That's just me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't like K-pop. There's lots of genres of music that I'm not really interested in and I don't like. They don't do anything for me. I don't listen to them recreationally. Shouldn't be a problem. We need to get used to people not liking stuff that we like and stop acting like soca's more important than a human. It's not more important than a human. So you shouldn't throw away a human just because they don't like a certain genre of music. Like someone don't like hip-hop. You don't like hip-hop. You're so rude. You're so disgusting. How could you say that? Man, shush, man. Like, grow thicker skin. Because there's people that like a lot more about us than our music genres or our favourite music. Trust me. So don't you worry. Whether I like soca or not, yeah, the racists don't care. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. That being said, there was a young brother who did a post and he was talking about the difference between Carnival and Carney. Yeah, and yeah, hopefully I can find that post because I'm not on Instagram. That's a whole different story. But yeah, the difference between Carnival and Carney, and he started talking about Carnians or something, which is people that are on the Carney side, which is like debauchery and British culture, and I don't know, man. He was just chatting shit.
Whether we like it or not, the 2022 term Carney is not going anywhere. The common rebuttal, Notting Hill Carnival, not Carney, makes sense at first glance, but on reflection, the two aren't comparable. They shouldn't even be placed in the same sentence. The only thing they share is geography. Notting Hill Carnival is rooted in Caribbean culture and history. It encompasses, but not limited to, Steel Pan, Masquerade, Jab Jab, Children's Day, Soca, Calypso, floats, bands. It is heritage, resistance, and celebration. By contrast, Carney has come to represent something entirely different. Balloons, British popular culture, and degradation. For example, the viral video this year of a woman performing a sexual act on Children's Day was labelled as Carney. From what is consistently associated with Carney, it appears to be less of an abbreviation of carnival and closer associated with carnal. It represents indulgence, stripped of history, substance, or culture. Looking ahead, one or two outcomes seem likely. Either Carney will fade into irrelevance as millennials and Gen Z age out of it, or it will be pushed away from the streets of Notting Hill altogether, perhaps into a park. After all, there is nothing about Carney that needs to be on the streets of Notting Hill. We can literally get them to form a band called Carnians and they can balloon to Hyde Park. The irony is that many Carnians are quick to criticise, claiming that SOCA is dead, yet Carni is wholly dependent on Notting Hill Carnival for its survival. It has no culture, no music of its own, no history, no deeper meaning. It is parasitic, feeding off the visibility and infrastructure of Carnival while simultaneously degrading the traditions that built it. On the other hand, Notting Hill Carnival is independent of Carni. It existed before and will continue to thrive without it. Carnival is the living legacy of Caribbean resistance and creativity. Carni, by contrast, is hollow, the offspring of Babylon.
Freaky time. Yeah. People, oh yeah, remember the culture of Carnival. You forget the culture of Carnival. I like I said in a post, why are people acting like they're Fred Hampton or Sojourner Truth or fucking Rosa Parks or some shit because they've gone to Carnival? You feel like you feel like that's some civil rights movement. You feel like you're fighting some kind of political cause when it's what skin up, jump, like drink till you're drunk, drink till you're blind. Don't remember who you're wine with. What's that? Yeah, the original sentiments may come back from, in the slavery times there was a certain set of people that weren't allowed to take part in a certain ritual. Let's be real, bacchanal. And so they decided to make their own mock version. Do you know what I mean? And dress up and do all of this. And people thought they were demonic, so they decided to take the piss and put horns on and stuff. I don't know. Each to their own. Like I said, I'm not trying to disrespect people's thing, but miss me with the whole self-righteous, like this is some black power movement and rare, because really and truly, you know what I mean? Carnival is carnal in nature. Yeah. So there might be like a moral backstory to why people took part of the first carnival in Trinidad and da. And yeah, it's great. I'm not disrespecting it. But what's going on right now is a freak fest. Like, let's be real. It's a freak fest. So shush. Do you know what I mean? Shush. Miss me with the whole fucking Harriet Tubman speech. Like you're freeing slaves and all that. Like, yeah, cool. When it's time for some real revolutionary action and some freeing of people and that, holler at me, I'm down. Do you know what I mean? But don't try and, because he don't like SOCA, then he's disrespecting Carnival, and Carnival represents the black people's struggle and their emancipation from slavery. And first of all, that's not even what Notting Hill Carnival is about. Ain't even about that either, so shush. Do you know what I mean? But yeah. Each to their own. Big up the Carnival Massive. Big up the SOCA gang. Do you know what I mean? I love Calypso. I don't even know why people try to add Calypso to it. I like Calypso. Calypso is dope. Calypso has revolutionary undertones. It has space for consciousness, just like hip-hop. There's so much fuckery in hip-hop, but hip-hop has space for consciousness. I don't really align with music that doesn't explore consciousness, awareness. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And that's why Afro beats don't really do it for me, because I ain't really heard enough consciousness in it. Do you know what I mean? And where they're like heavily borrowing from their Caribbean brothers, they should borrow from the reggae element and spit some fucking, you know what I mean? Give us some, like, trust me, man, I want to hear that in the Afro beats form. I want to hear that. But, you know, like Peter Tosh said, get down, shake your fucking booty, darling, I love you. And man ain't giving no praise to the creator that made the sun, the moon, and the bomber clock stars. Do you know what I mean? So I like rebel music. I called it struggle music in the post, but I like rebellious music and music that's about, you know, fuck the system. So I get that doing Carnival, performing Carnival in a certain way was saying, well, we don't need your thing. We're going to do our own thing. I get that, and that's a beautiful thing. But, yeah. Notting Hill Carnival on the whole is a street party, you know what I mean, with a history of, with some form of political history or political spark that started it, but it's a street party. And my belief is majority of the people that go to Carnival don't follow floats or processions. They don't go to hear the soca. They don't. That's my view. Growing up in London, and been to countless more carnivals than I can count from I was a youth, man. I don't know many people that went for, and I know, look, when you go there and you see them rolling, there's bare them. bare people following the floats and rare. But when you walk around the rest of the carnival, you realise there's more people everywhere else. More people finding different sound systems and rare and eating food. They're everywhere else. Do you know what I mean? And even the carnival people that were in their procession clothes or in their outfits and that, they're now at the sound systems jumping up to drum and bass. Get me? Going black to Dizzy Rascal or Busy Signal that's come down. Or who else did I see? You know what I mean? There was a few artists that I saw that come down. Big them up. You know what I mean? Big up man like Ross Clark, Usain Bolt. He came down, came to Paris, came to Rampage. Do you know what I mean? I didn't see him following the SOCA float. I don't know whether he should have or not. If he really wants to participate in Carnival, true Carnival, the real Carnival. The rest of you lot can stay home. Stay home if you don't like SOCA. That's what the idiots are telling me. How dumb is that? Nah, just obviously, like, yeah. I don't like SOCA, bruv. And I walked down the main strip and behind a couple floats and, you know, as you do, trying to cut through and that. And yeah, the people are having a great time, enjoying themselves, dancing and doing what they do. It's just I don't really feel the music. I don't really, it's not really that. You get me? I know they got a thing called SOCA Bashment. That might be, or Bashment SOCA? SOCA Bashment? It's one of the two. Yeah, they got a thing like, and obviously that goes by the name. It's a little bit more like dancehall. Do you know what I mean? I think I fuck with that a bit more.
I like jab.
Jab. Yeah. You know? Big up the music though, and big up the people, man. I don't want there to be no division between us just because I don't like SOCA. Maybe there'll be a couple SOCA tunes that you lot can bust me on and I can be like, yo, this is sick. Yeah, this tune's sick, this tune's sick. Do you know what I mean? But as a whole, I just said that statement because we was having that conversation and I wanted to see people's reaction. But it seems like it's taken a life of its own. And the young light-skinned fella with the afro decided to use my picture as a carnivalian or what, a Carnian. It's a Carnian. I don't even know what that means. And like talking about the kid, Carney is the child of Babylon. And listen, we can go deep in it because, like I said, that's when we start getting righteous and saying Carnival's some righteous thing and Carney is some debauched. But like you got to be honest about the culture that you're actually representing. You got to be honest. So Carnival is a sexually charged motherfucker, man. Like, why are we playing games? Chatting rubbish. Why do you think all the man them want to go Carnival? Say, yeah, I want to go Trinity Carnival one day, rare. You think they're going for the pilgrimage of you know, of their forefathers, that, or they're going because they seen some hot gal in some tiny outfits moving mad? And they want in on that. They want to be there. It's sexual. Do you know what I mean? Like, is it not? Like, what the fuck? So, yeah. Carnival, Carney. I'm not here to fight against what people want to do. If you want to make Carnival represent its foundations more, then push for that and do so, innit? Like, do you know what I mean? But you have to recognise that because it's in London, it's not in Trinidad, or it's not in Grenada, it's because it's in Notting Hill, in London, in a integrated mixed environment. So is the experience going to be integrated and mixed, and do you know what I mean? And as time goes on, obviously it evolves. I think what you should be fighting for, if you want to fight for Carnival, is stop them locking it off at 7 o'clock. If you want to fight for something, stop them locking it off at 7 o'clock. Get me? Get them to lock it off at 9. If you want to fight for something, let them lock Carnival off at 9. Woo! Woo! Do you know what I mean? Because you want a couple evening hours to skank as well. But get me? Because what Carnival used to be was like all overnight, going on. So bring that back. Get me? Bring that back. Because, get me? Stop getting sponsored by Hennessy and Red Stripe and Sony or whoever. Stop getting sponsored by these companies that come to feed off your culture. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, but I just feel like it's cool to sell out to multinational conglomerates, But then, yeah, we're going to have an issue if someone plays a bit of Afro beats or whatever. I don't even like Afro beats, but what are you so vexed for? Like, come on, man. Next man telling me in the comments, yeah, you sold us. It's people like you that sold us into slavery. Because I don't like soca. Because I said soca's rubbish. My God. That's crazy. That's a sellout mentality. You lot picking music genres over groups of people. That's crazy. That's crazy. I dash hip-hop away to save, you get me, for some Trinidadians that I've never met. I'd fuck hip-hop then, if that's what it is. If it's gonna, you lot trying to, if a man don't like soca, fuck him. If they're not into anyway, man. Big up. Big up. That was funny. Yeah, I was gonna go into the stats of Carnival and all that, but who gives a fuck, man? People get arrested. A couple people got arrested. Do you know what I mean? And so on and so forth. These breakdowns of the crimes and what happens, it's funny because they don't do that often, like in such detail for other events. They should just, you know what I mean? I don't know. And then the more quieter statistic is that it was it's basically a calmer carnival than last year or whatever. It's basically an improvement. So they should more speak about that than speak about the so-called negatives. You can't handle the truth.